This is my Sniffer farm, which I'm going to be teaching you how to make today. And if you hadn't already guessed, it makes sniffer eggs. So, if you want to use this farm, you're just going to have to come up here, grab some torch flower seeds, and simply hold right click. Now this will breed the sniffers, and they'll start laying eggs. As you see, we already got one. So I'm going to show you what it's like at the bottom. And we're about to hit the bottom, so as you're going to see, we're going to fall down, trigger the tripwire, and get sent into this bubble column. Then we're going to come over here, trigger another tripwire, which is going to reload us with torch flower seeds from this dispenser. As you can see, we got exactly 32. So you want to build this farm? Well, here are the materials you're going to need. You're going to need all these materials on the bottom here to build the farm. Then you're going to need all of these materials to build every layer, including 8 sniffers. So let's get to building it. So let's start building. So the first step is you're going to want to create a little triangle like that. Make sure that these sides are 8 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that needs an 8th one. And do the exact same to the other side. Then you're going to want to put glass along like this, and then 2 blocks up like that. And this time, on this side, you're going to want to make sure that this side is 8 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to want to make sure that it's a square with this, and you're going to want to fill in that square. Next, you're going to want to add 2 high walls along the sides. On the back, you're only going to need a 1 high wall. And again, a 2 high wall on the sides. Now over here, you're going to come in like this with the blocks so that your back wall looks something like this. And the next step is you're going to want to put a bunch of blocks right there. And you're coming and you're going to place your trap doors. You're going to place trap doors so that any baby sniffers that are in the farm can't get out. So now the next part is to add water. So you're going to have water, 1 water right there, and then water all along the back here. Now you're going to want to get a torch. You're going to want to add that to either one of these 2 back spots here. I'll just put it there. Now then, this is the best time to get your sniffers in. Now the first step in getting the sniffer is finding the sniffer egg. Now you're going to find the sniffer egg in Warm Ocean Ruins. And as you can see, I'm in a warm ocean. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to one of these ruins, plop down, you're going to start excavating any sand that looks suspicious, or because it's called suspicious sand. And once you start excavating, you're going to get this sniffer egg. And boom, there's your sniffer. Then you can just get 2 of these and breed them up. And once you get your sniffer eggs, I would recommend making a pen somewhat like this. Now, you're going to come down and place your 2 sniffer eggs in the middle here. You're going to want to make sure that you place them on moss, because that'll cut down the time it takes them to hatch in half. You can see this one's already cracking. And once you have your sniffers, you can just come down here, remove this out of the fence. And then I would recommend using leads to pull the sniffers into the farm here. So in total, you're going to need about 8 sniffers. And boom, now you've got all of your sniffers. Now we can move on to making the next level. Now the first step in starting the second layer is to simply make a roof over all the sniffers, like this. Now, the only thing different about the second layer is that you're going to have to make sure the water is going in the opposite direction as the layer below it. you see the water's going this way. So on this level, the water should be going the other way. So we're gonna come up, place the water like this. The only other step is to leave this block down here and to place a sign right here. Then you continue building the next layer as I showed you in the previous segment. This is the completed farm, and you can see it has the top second level there. But it also has all this other stuff that you're going to need to learn how to make if you want to have a functional farm. Namely this bottom part down here and this top part up here. Now I'm going to show you how to make the bottom part of the Sniffer farm. The first step is to break these 2 blocks and place a double chest. Then you're going to break these other 2 blocks and place a hopper under them. Make sure it's connecting to the chest and to the other hopper. Now the next step is to break these 2 blocks, these other 2 blocks, and these last 2 blocks. You're going to break this block, and this block back here. Next you're going to place your tripwire hook right there, and then a string in between them. This is to detect when the player falls down. And the next step is to break these 2 blocks and place redstone in them. Then place another redstone up there and place 3 repeaters. You're going to make sure that all these repeaters are set to 4 ticks each. Then you're going to place 6 more redstone dust like this. Then you're going to place 3 more repeaters. Make sure these are all set to 4 ticks too. Now we're going to place a block on the side of this repeater. And then we're going to end up placing a sticky piston at the bottom here. And then a slime block. We're going to want to remove these side blocks so that they don't stick to the slime block. I would recommend putting a sign under the slime block. And next we're going to want to break this block down here and place water. Next we're going to break these 2 blocks, and we're going to want to put signs in the first 2. This is to stop the water from flowing in. And next we're going to place our soul sand in the bottom here, and we're going to start to make our bubble elevator. So we're going to want to place some glass around the outside like this. Now we're almost done with our pillar, so we're going to make sure that the last block of our pillar is 1 higher than the ceiling of the Sniffer farm. And the next step is to add water to the top here. You're going to want to make sure that every block's a source block, so you're going to take some kelp and go down to the bottom here and place it like I am. And once you reach the top, you can just destroy your kelp. You should know it's working when you see bubbles like you see here. Now, you got to work on the top layer. Okay, let's get to building. The first step is you want to come over here and place 4 glass blocks like this. Then you're going to want to go over like this. So you want to make sure that this is 6 long, and that this is 3 long. Then you want to go over here, 2, over 1. Next you're going to want to place the bottom glass too. Now you can break this glass right here. Now you're going to want to move this and break that block. And cover up these side holes as well. Next, you want to place a sign here. Now you're going to want to place a dispenser on this block right here. Next, we're going to add some tripwire hooks. So, add one on that side, and one on this side, and place a string in between them. And the next step is to create a bridge, making this so that this line is 8 blocks long. As we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're gonna place redstone until you get to this spot. Then you're going to place a repeater, set it at 4 ticks, go 2 more redstone, and go over 3 more. Now Now in the middle, you're going to put 2 more repeaters, both set at 4 ticks, and then redstone dust right here. Then you want to go up 1 or up 2 and go over like this. Next, you're going to place your sticky piston like this. Then you're going to place blocks in a fashion like this. Then place your comparator here. Then you're going to want to place an observer facing this direction. Then you're going to place a sticky piston on the back. Then place a block of redstone right there. Next, you want to place a temporary block over on this comparator and put a hopper going into it. Then remove that block and place a hopper going into the other hopper. Next, you're going to want to place a temporary block like this, and you're going to place a sticky piston going down like that. Then you're going to place 2 more temporary blocks and point the observer going down. Then you're going to want to place an observer facing upwards like this. Now you need to fill up this hopper with a certain amount of items. The way you're going to do this is you're going to take the number of levels you have. So I have 2 levels. You're going to multiply that by 8 and divide your final result by 2. So since I have 2 levels, 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. So we're going to end up putting 8 blocks in this hopper. Now the final step is to make some storage for the dropper. You want to place 1 hopper into there. Then you want to place 2 chests on top of it like this. Hopper in here. 2 more chests. And you want to place another set of chests on top. Then you're going to want to find some torch flower seeds. And you want to fill up all of these chests, if you can, with torch flower seeds like I'm doing now. These torch flower seeds make their way through the system and eventually start going into the dispenser. So I'll show you how it works. Fall, sets it off, and gives us exactly 16 torch flower seeds to use. So now the farm is complete. So now that the farm's done, you can have an infinite number of sniffer eggs. So would you please consider subscribing and liking the video, as it really helps me out a ton. So thanks for watching the video.